Everyone, now we'll be going ahead and doing the miscellaneous provisions which is there. Sir, miscellaneous provision, everyone, for your exam is a C graded topic. Let's go ahead and now do the miscellaneous provision, everyone. Miscellaneous provision for your exam is a C graded topic. 1 3 to 4 mark question can be maximum expected out of this. Everyone over here now. Miscellaneous provision, what I have gone ahead and done is, in the summary which I have gone ahead and written, it's not a chart, it's a summary which is there. In the summary, what I have gone ahead and done is, for the sections which they generally go ahead and ask a question, I have gone ahead and written down the section. Along with that, I have gone ahead and given the questions also which are expected. So we will not be going ahead and separately doing the Q&A. The Q&A is also covered in the miscellaneous provision ka chart only, right everyone? Please come to your chart now. Let's go ahead and revise. Not revise, understand. Now, miscellaneous provision. Let's understand the chart. Everyone over here. Section number 145. Section number 145 goes ahead and talks about admissibility of microfilms. Facsimile copy means Xerox copy. Microfilms, facsimile copy means Xerox copy of document and computer printouts as document and evidence. It says, sir, that during an investigation or might be a proceeding, if there is a Xerox copy, might be the officer came to a search and seizure at your place. Search at your place and they found one Xerox copy of a document, and you're telling, no sir, this is not mine. They are telling this can be admitted as evidence. What they are telling is, what are the documents that can be what are the documents and evidence deemed to be document and evidence for the purpose of proceeding. When they are doing proceedings against you, what can be deemed as a evidence? They are telling over here, what are the documents and evidence deemed to be documents and evidence for the purpose of proceeding. Sir, they are telling a microfilm of a document or reproduction of the image, or might be a facsimile copy, a Xerox copy of a document, or a statement contained in a document and including a printed material produced by a computer, or any information stored electronically in any device or media. Might be in your mobile phone. They came to your office and they did a search. In the search, they went in and took your computer, they took your mobile phone, they took your iPad, and they found one invoice is there. That can be also admitted as a document against you. So they are telling any information stored electronically in any device or media, including any hard copy made of such information, might be out of that one printout was taken, shall be deemed to be a document for the purpose of this act and the rules made thereunder, and shall be admissible in any proceedings. Whenever they are going ahead and issuing a show cause notice, demand order, for that they can go ahead and use all those items also as a document, as an evidence basically. Any microfilm, or might be if there is a facsimile copy, or might be there is a statement which is contained in a document, or any information stored electronically anywhere can be admitted as a evidence against you. You can say this is a Xerox, I will not go ahead and take this as a evidence. Officer can go ahead and say section number 145 allows me to take this as an evidence. Can I go ahead everyone? Then is section number 149. Section number 149, goods and service tax compliance rating. How shall the goods and service tax compliance rating be determined? Everyone over here. Now every person who is going ahead and filing returns on time, GST return he is filing on time, GST payments he is doing on time, will be given a GST compliance rating. So if you are a supplier given 5-star rating, then people will want to buy from a 5-star supplier. So they are telling in GST will go ahead and introduce the method of GST compliance rating. So what is the GST compliance rating? Based on the certain criteria will be there, that sir, is he filing the return on time, is he making the payments on time, all those criteria if you are satisfying, you will be given a higher rating. Higher rating means a good profile person. From a good profile person, people would want to buy. So if I have to buy from her, I would want to go ahead and first see her compliance rating. So this is what is the GST compliance rating. It says every person may be assigned a GST compliance rating score by the government based on the record of compliance under the act. If you have not gone ahead and done any non-compliances, then Baba, you will have very good rating. Then they are telling the GST compliance rating score shall be determined on a scale of 10 on the basis of prescribed parameter. They will have parameters like, sir, is he filing the returns, payments, sir, any show cause notice issued, all those things will be used as a parameter. Then they are telling the compliance rating score may be updated at periodic interval and intimated to the registered person and also placed in the public domain. What they are telling is your rating, full life your rating will be bad only over. If you started complying, then the rating will start improving is what they are trying to tell. Next. Sir, obligation to furnish information return. Who are the person who are liable to furnish information return? In the exam, if they ask you, remember what's an information return? Relating to me, my information will be taken from third party. Like supposingly registrar office is there, or might be any other place is there, bank is there. If from those people government wants to take my information, government will tell them you have to submit information return. An information return is to be submitted by a taxable person, a local authority, public body or association, income tax authority, banking company, state electricity board, or an electricity distribution or transmission licensee, the registrar, sub-registrar which is there, registrar of companies, recognized stock exchange, and GSTN. Then section number 151, power to collect statistics. Earlier this power to collect statistics ka the section which was there was different. Now they have gone ahead and substituted it by another paragraph. Means the earlier paragraphs have been deleted and they have substituted it by a new paragraph which is there. You don't have to know what was there earlier. What is there now, you can know, that is more than enough. When shall, who shall exercise the power and when it shall be exercised? Baba, who shall exercise the power and when shall it be exercised? Everyone, you have to remember who shall exercise the power to collect statistics. Baba, what is statistics? Statistics is information in a much organized manner. So, Baba, government has the power to go ahead and collect statistics also. Now, statistical data, who can collect? Who has the power to collect? The commissioner or an officer authorized by him may, by an order, direct any person to furnish what? They can direct any person to furnish information return, information relating to any matter dealt with in connection with the act within such time, form and manner as may be prescribed therein. They are telling we can go ahead and direct any person to go ahead and submit us information as we are required. Are we clear? Who can direct? Commissioner or any officer authorized by him. This is important for exam. Baba, this is an amendment which is there for November 22 exam, but nothing which is very important. From exam point of view, it is C graded topic only, but C graded topic may also this amendment is there, wherein they are telling who can go ahead and ask? Commissioner or an officer authorized may by an order, they can give an order and direct any person to furnish. Who has to furnish? Any person to furnish statistics also, they can go ahead and tell them. Taking the assistance of expert. Baba, if officer is come for an investigation and he wants to take the help of a chartered accountant, can he do that? They are telling over here who can take and when he can take and at what stage can the assistance be taken. Who can take the assistance? Any officer not below the rank of assistant commissioner having regards. When can he take? When he is having regards to the nature and complexity of the case, that the case is very complicated and in the interest of the revenue, take the assistance of any expert at any stage. See, who can take? Any officer greater than equal to assistant commissioner. When? At any stage. At any stage of scrutiny, inquiry, investigation or any other proceeding. If by chance they feel they need IT expert ka help, they need information technology expert ka help, they need CA ka help, CS ka help, CMA ka help, they can go ahead and take the help of any expert. Who has allowed them? Section number 153. Section number 158, disclosure of information by a public servant. Everyone over here. What are the circumstances when information collected by the GST officer can be disclosed? GST officer can never go ahead and disclose the information which is your return related information, etc. Why, sir? Baba, I hope you guys remember in offences and penalty is there. They can be penalized or they can be also sent to jail. Yes, sir. Now, officer sometime can go ahead and disclose the information with respect to a person. What are the circumstances when the information collected by the GST officer can be disclosed? What are the cases when GST officer can disclose your information? Number one, yes, the confidential information can be disclosed for certain purpose. Number one, for prosecution, when they want to send you to jail. For carrying out an object of the act, means the objective of the act if they want to carry out, and for the objective of the act if they have to disclose, then they can disclose. Then for service of notice or recovery of demand, or for furnishing the information to court in proceedings where government is a party. Now, if one case is going on, appeal is going on, and government is a party, then your information can be disclosed in the court. Or for audit of tax receipt or refund, for inquiry into a contract, for inquiry into the conduct of a GST officer, for enabling levy, realization of any tax or duty in lawful exercise of power, or for inquiry into charge of misconduct by a professional. Are we clear, everyone? These are the cases when your information can be disclosed. Other than these cases, your information cannot be disclosed. If officer goes ahead and discloses your information, he can be fined or he has to go to jail also. Right, everyone? Offences and penalties chapter. Next, section number 159, publication of information in respect of certain person. Means your information, they have made it public. They have made it public. When can they do that? Supposingly, you are a supplier who was issuing bogus invoice. You are caught. Now, your information, they can make it public, saying that these suppliers have been caught who were issuing bogus invoices. Whoever people have gone ahead and bought from this supplier has not paid any tax to the government. So, hence, this supplier, say whoever has bought, are required to reverse the credit. So, that is why might be a bogus supplier is caught, or might be a person who is a buyer who buys invoice and further supplies. All these bogus people, when they are caught, they will make your information public. It says, when shall the particulars relating to any proceedings or prosecution sending someone to jail be published under the GST law? Discuss the relevant provision. When the commissioner or officer authorized is of the opinion that it is necessary or expedient in public interest to publish the name of any person, that Baba, this was the thief who is caught now, and any other particulars relating to any proceedings or prosecution under the GST Act in respect of such person. Basically, the proceedings also can be made. They are telling relating to details relating to. It says, when the commissioner or officer authorized is of the opinion that it is necessary or expedient in public interest to publish the name of any person, name also, and any other particulars relating to proceedings or prosecution, means what happened in the proceedings, I want to make it public. Then they are telling they can go ahead and do against such person. Then no publication under this act shall be made in relation to any penalty imposed under the act. Sir, we have imposed 5 crore ka penalty. All these things are not required to be disclosed unless the time for presenting the appeal to the appellate authority has expired. You are telling officer made one proceedings against me. He gave me an order. I have the time to appeal. I am going for appeal. He has made my name full gone. My name only is in water now. He has gone ahead and published everywhere that this guy was caught and he is a thief. Unless I have the time to appeal, you can't declare me a thief. They are telling no publication. No publication. They are telling you can't go ahead and make it public. Under this act shall be made in respect of any proceedings, any penalty imposed until the time for presenting any appeal to the appellate authority had expired without an appeal having been presented, or the appeal if presented has been disposed of. Only when the appeal is disposed of, then you can go ahead and make the name public of a person. Otherwise, you can't go ahead and do it. They are telling this one, no publication under this act shall be made in relation to any penalty related. You can't go ahead and make it any public. Sir, tell me one thing. One person was issuing bogus invoice. Will I wait for him to go for an appeal? No. For that person, I can make it public. But for penalty related things, if you want to make it public, first wait. Let his time period for appeal go off, or might be after the appeal is disposed of, only then you can make it public. It says no publication shall be made in relation to any proceedings unless the time period for appeal is gone or appeal has been disposed of. Next, rectification of error. Any apparent mistake which is there, you can you go ahead and rectify. It says rectification of error apparent on the face of record. Everyone listen. When you read appeals and revision, in that appellate tribunal was given a time limit. Yes, everyone, how much time was given? Do you guys remember? 3 months was given for the appellate tribunal to go ahead and rectify if any apparent mistake is there. Other than that, if any authority goes ahead and makes any mistake, will there be no time limit? There is a time limit for other people also. If one officer passed an order, apparent mistake is there. What is the time limit? It says, explain the provision relating to rectification of error apparent on the face under section number 161. This is your exam question. Any authority who has passed an order or issued any decision, order, notice, certificate or any other document Sir, any authority who has issued any notice, document, anything may rectify an error apparent on the face. Sir, it is apparent on the face, copy paste mistake it is. 1 0 added extra. They are telling any mistake either on its own or wherein such error was brought to its notice by any GST officer or the affected person. Whoever brings it to its notice, I myself observed that there is a mistake, you got it to my notice, or any GST officer got to my notice, within a period of 3 months, apparent mistake I can rectify. Any mistake which is apparent on the face. Take everyone. But the maximum time limit is what? No such rectification shall be made after a period of 6 months from the date of issue. Clerical error ke liye the 6 months is also not applicable. Clerical error. What is clerical error? Like 1 0 added extra, typo errors, etc. See, apparent mistake means any other details which are there, any mistake which is there, they can go ahead and rectify. Those ke liye 3 months to 6 months. Maximum is 6 months. But typographical error, etc. ke liye there is no time limit which is applicable. Period of 6 months not applicable in case of clerical, arithmetical error arising from accidental slip or omission. In case of adverse effect, Baba, whenever they are doing any rectification because of which your ITC is coming down, refund is coming down, output tax liability is going up, they have to give you principle of natural justice, opportunity of being heard. Are we clear, everyone? This is very, very important for your exam. Section number 168, power to issue instructions or direction. Everyone, explain the scope of circulars and instruction issued by the board. Everyone, tell me one thing. Which section gives the power to issue circulars? Here, this one. Section number 168 empowers CBIC to issue orders, instruction, direction to the CGST officer for the purpose of uniformity in implementation of the CGST Act. If officers are not going ahead and doing some things in a certain way, government can issue order, instruction, standard operating procedures, circulars, clarification. Who gives the power? Section number 168. All officers and other person employed in the implementation of the Act shall observe and follow such order, instruction and direction. Always remember, circulars are binding on the GST officer. Circulars are never binding on the assessees. Is it mandatory that I should follow CBIC ka circular? No. Sir, if I follow, then GST officer will also be happy. But if I don't follow, he might pass an adverse decision against you. Go for an appeal. Yes, everyone, it is not mandatory. A circular is binding on the officer but not on the assessees. The next one over here is section number 168A. Section number 168A was introduced in COVID time. In COVID time, you saw all the returns, etc. Because people could not file the returns, etc. Time limit had to be extended. Section number 168 was introduced. Power of the government to extend the time limit in special circumstance. The time limit provided under the GST Act cannot be extended. Yes or no, everyone? Whatever time limit is told in GST Act, only you can do that. Do you agree with the statement? No. Because section number 168 says in case of flood, pandemic, all this time, government has one power which is under section number 168, which says even if you have told one time limit in the Act, we can extend beyond that also. In COVID time, 6 months extended. This was the power. No, the government has the power to extend the time limit under the Act. However, such powers are not unbridled powers. Section number 168A empowers the government to extend the time limit only when the action cannot be completed or complied with due to force majeure. What do you mean by force majeure, everyone? Force majeure means war, epidemic, flood, drought, fire. Baba, you can't go ahead and extend the time limit beyond the time which is told in the Act. Always. It should be only in case of force majeure, which goes ahead and says there is a war. Baba, war is happening. People are filing return. Is it possible? Cyclone, epidemic, pandemic came, flood, drought, fire, cyclone or any other calamity caused by nature affecting the implementation of the provision of the Act. This power can also be exercised retrospectively. But this power was introduced during COVID time because COVID time the time limit has to be extended. And hence government had introduced this power. Can government go ahead and extend the time limit beyond the time which is provided by the Act? Yes. By using the power under section number 168, but 168 ka power can be only used in case of force majeure, which is basically war, cyclone, etc., which is caused by nature. Next, everyone, is service of notice. Whenever they have to give you any notice, demand, summon, etc., where should they send you? It says service of notice in certain circumstances. State the various modes of service of notice. How will they send you the notice? or decision or order or summon or any other communication. It says, sir, giving or tendering directly, including by courier to the addressee. They can send it directly by a courier. They have to send you one show cause notice, summon order. How will they send it? They can send you directly by a courier, or they will send it to you or your authorized representative or to any adult member of the family residing with the taxable person. They are telling giving or tendering directly, including by courier to whom? To the addressee, means you or the authorized representative or the adult member. Your home mein one courier came, kid took it, all tore and thrown it. So they are telling it should be given to one adult member. Then, or they can send you by registered post, speed post, courier with acknowledgement due at the last known of place of business or residence, or by email to the email address provided at the time of registration or as amended from time to time, or by making the same available in the common portal. They will send you on your common portal. You can go log in and you will be able to see. Or, sir, if they are not finding you anywhere, publication in newspaper circulated in the locality in which the addressee is last known to have resided or carried on business or professionally worked for gain. Might be they will go ahead and circulate in the newspaper which is in your locality where you are residing or you are doing business. Or if none of the above modes are practicable, then they will affix it at the last known place of business or residence. They will come, put the notice or the order in your place of business or in your residence. If such mode is not practicable, sir, we don't know where he stayed last, ran off, fly by night, issued bogus invoice, ran off. How to issue him notice now? They are telling, or for any other reason, then if it is not practicable, you are not able to find his residence also, place of business also, then by affixing a copy thereof on the notice board of the office of the concerned officer or authority. Get out of your room, the notice board may you put it that this person is a person who has gone ahead and issued bogus invoice and there is the notice, order, etc. You can just affix in your office only. Can we go ahead, everyone? Now, in this chapter, in this miscellaneous provision, everyone listen to me very carefully. First of all, I believe that anyone can be asked. That is why I have given you over here. The question answers also I have gone ahead and covered, which can be probably asked in your exam. In this also, if you want me to further tell you that in my opinion, 145 you should not leave. Rectification of error is very important, and section number 169. These three, Baba, C minus graded topic ka, C graded or C minus graded topic ka, A graded questions are these three. Other than that also they can ask you. That is why I have gone ahead and told. Right, everyone? Other than this, the next chart which is there on National Anti-Profiteering Authority and anti-profiteering is also very important for your exam. Right, everyone? I will close my discussion on miscellaneous provision over here. Congratulations, people. We are done with the Q&A also. Done, everyone? Done, sir.